Let's starts now. The King's Coronation. The Final Shadow. Scene 1. The aftermath of the temple. The dust from the double dungeon hasn't even settled on Sung Jin-Woo's shoulders. He walks out of the gate, and the air around him is heavy, thick with a mana so dense that the association guards find it hard to breathe. They don't just step aside, they stagger back, their instincts screaming at them that a predator, no, a god, is walking among them. Chairman Go Gun-Hee stands at the perimeter. He looks at Jin-Woo's eyes. They aren't the eyes of the boy who entered the temple. They are deep, endless pools of violet energy. Is it over? Go Gun-Hee asks, his voice trembling. The architect is gone, Jin-Woo says, his voice sounding like two voices speaking at once. His own and a deeper, ancient echo. But the gates, they were never meant to stop. They were a countdown, and the clock just hit 0. Jin-Woo looks up. For the first time, his perception is so high that he can see the cracks in reality. The sky isn't blue. It's a fragile veil hiding a war-torn dimension. Scene 2, the world's recognition. The scene shifts to the Hunter Association headquarters. It's the day of Jin-Woo's official ranks reevaluation. Usually, this is a quiet administrative process, but today, thousands of reporters are crowded outside. Inside, the mana testing machine, a massive crystalline device, is humming. Please place your hand on the sensor, Hunter Sung, the technician says, sweating profusely. Jin-Woo touches the crystal. Krayok! The crystal doesn't just glow, it shatters into a million pieces. The needle on the monitor spins so fast it breaks off and embeds itself in the wall. Measurement, error, mana level, immeasurable. The technician looks at the screen in horror. This is impossible. Even for a national level hunter, there should be a limit. I told you, Jin-Woo says, pulling back his hand. The limits don't apply anymore. Scene 3, the call from America. In a high-tech skyscraper in Washington, D.C., Thomas Andre, the world's strongest hunter and leader of the Scavenger Guild, is watching the news from Korea. He is a giant of a man, covered in tattoos and wearing sunglasses even indoors. So this is the boy who killed the Ant King? Thomas laughs, a sound like grinding stones. He looks like a model, not a warrior. He's more than just a warrior. Thomas, his assistant says, handing him a top-secret file. Our analysts say his growth rate is infinite. He doesn't have a limit. Thomas Andre stands up, the floor cracking under his weight. Infinite? Only the monarchs have no limits. If this kid thinks he can sit at the big table, he'll have to go through me first. Get the private jet ready. We're going to Korea. Scene 4, the shadow's growth. Jin-Woo returns to his new penthouse. He stands on the balcony, overlooking the glowing lights of Seoul. He closes his eyes and enters his inner world, the space where his shadows reside. In the darkness, his army has transformed. A Grizz now wears armor that looks like it was forged from the heart of a dying star. Baru is surrounded by a swarm of shadow ants, his wings sharp enough to cut through space-time. My liege, a Grizz kneels. The souls you gathered in the temple, they are restless. They want to serve. Jin-Woo looks at the thousands of architect statues he harvested. He raises his hand. Arise. From the shadows, the stone statues emerge, but they are no longer stone. They are obsidian warriors with glowing violet eyes. They don't just stand. They vibrate with a frequency that makes the very shadows around them scream. Shadow soldiers added, 500. Total shadow army, 1,300 plus. Jin-Woo is no longer a hunter. He is a king with an army that could conquer a planet. Scene 5, the meeting of the monarchs. The scene cuts to a void, a dimension between worlds. 3 figures sit around a table made of frozen souls. The Shadow Monarch has found a host, a woman with cold, icy skin whispers. She is the monarch of frost. He is weak, a massive, hairy beastman growls. He is the monarch of beastly fangs. The vessel is human. We should kill him before the fusion is complete. The architect failed, a 3rd figure says, hidden in the shadows. But the system succeeded. Ashbourne has chosen his successor. If we don't act now, The earth will become his fortress. The monarch of frost stands up, and the entire dimension begins to freeze. I will go. I will test this Sung Jin-Woo. If his heart is still human, I will shatter it. Scene 6. The hospital visit. Jin-Woo is at the hospital, but not as a patient. He is visiting Chairman Go Gun-Hee, who has fallen ill from the strain of managing the Jeju Island aftermath. Jin-Woo, Go Gun-Hee says, his breath shallow. I've seen many hunters in my life, many who became monsters, many who became greedy. But you are different. You carry the burden of the world, yet you still look like you're searching for something. I'm searching for the end of the gates, Chairman, Jin-Woo says. I want a world where my sister can walk outside without looking at the sky in fear. Go Gun-Hee smiles. Then you must become the sky itself. Don't let the association or the governments tie you down. You are a sovereign. Act like one. As Jin-Woo leaves, he senses a sudden drop in temperature. The hallway begins to frost over. He stops, his hand going to his dagger. Scene 7. The frost's warning. In the middle of the crowded hospital hallway, time seems to stop. Everyone, doctors, nurses, patients, is frozen in a block of blue ice. The monarch of frost walks out of a rift in the air. Sung Jin-Woo, the monarch says, his voice like cracking ice. You are wearing the skin of a god, but you still smell like a mortal. Why do you protect these insects? Jin-Woo doesn't speak. He summons Baru and a Grizz instantly. The two shadows flank him, their killing intent clashing with the monarch's frost aura. They aren't insects, Jin-Woo says, his eyes turning into voids. They are my people, and you are trespassing. The monarch of frost laughs. You think these shadows can stop a true king? You are a pup playing in a lion's den. Enjoy your reign while it lasts, Shadow Monarch. The others are coming, and we don't use systems to fight. The monarch vanishes, and the ice melts instantly. The people in the hallway don't even realize anything happened. But Jin-Woo knows. The war isn't coming. It's here. Scene 8. The ultimate decision. Jin-Woo realizes that he can't protect everyone if he stays in the city. He needs to grow even stronger. He needs to unlock the final secrets of the Black Heart. He goes to the Hunter Association and makes a request that shocks everyone. I want to clear every gate in the country, Jin-Woo says. By myself. No team, no backup. Just me. But Hunter Sung, there are Ranka and Ranks gates popping up everywhere in official protests. Good, Jin-Woo says. Tell the guilds to stay away. If they enter a gate I've claimed, I won't guarantee their safety. I'm taking them all. The world watches in awe as Jin-Woo begins a blitz across Korea. In 24 hours, he clears 15 Ranka gates. He walks into a dungeon, and 3 minutes later, the boss is dead and the shadow is extracted. He is a force of nature. Scene 9. The final shadow. The Jeju Island secret. Jin-Woo returns to the ruins of Jeju Island one last time. He stands in the Queen's chamber. He realizes he missed something during the chaos. He looks at the thousands of ant corpses. He doesn't want the workers. He wants the elite. Arise. A massive swarm of shadow ants rises. But then he sees a shadow in the corner that is different. It's a human shadow. It's the shadow of Goto Ryuji, the Japanese srank who was eaten by Baru. Jin-Woo hesitates. Extracting a human shadow is different. It's controversial. But he remembers the architect's words. A war is coming. You wanted to be the strongest, Jin-Woo says to the shadow. Now you will be the strongest weapon in my arsenal. Arise. The shadow of Goto Ryuji emerges. He is a dark, spectral samurai, his sword glowing with a cursed light. He kneels before Jin-Woo. Shadow extraction success, rank, elite knight. Jin-Woo now has the power of the Japanese Srank team added to his own. He is truly untouchable. Scene 10. The finale. The Black Gate opens. The episode ends with Jin-Woo standing on the tallest building in Seoul. He is looking at a massive, swirling black gate that has appeared over the city. This is the Double Dungeon's final gift, system notification. The final class quest has begun. Quest, become the King of Shadows. Warning, If you fail, the world will be deleted. Jin-Woo looks at the camera. He isn't afraid. He smiles, a cold, confident smile. I've died once, Jin-Woo says. Death doesn't scare me anymore. I own it. He leaps from the building, and mid-air, Kaisel, his shadow dragon, emerges from the darkness to catch him. They fly straight into the center of the black gate, the gate closing behind Jin-Woo. The screen fades to black as the words Season 4, complete, appear on the screen, followed by the sound of Ashbourne's laughter. End of Season 4.